You're very welcome along to Tuam Stadium. It's the first of a double header here in the beautiful, little bit rainy Tuam Stadium, joined again by Kevin O'Dwyer. Two good games. The first one, attention focuses onto Group C of the Bonsecure's Galway Senior Football Championship, and this is a group that is wide open pretty much. You have Milton on top with 5 points, and then just a scatter of teams underneath them, all fighting, all with tangible opportunities of getting through to the quarter-finals. It's the battle of Claregalway, who have one win out of two so far. So they sit with 2 points, and it's bottom of the table, Monivea Abbey, on no points to date. So it's Group C, Kevin. This is wide open, as we said. Claregalway, a little bit disappointed first day out. They were missing a couple of key players, that being said. Were very impressive in here on, it seems like a lifetime ago now, on that hot day here a couple of weeks ago when they gave Carlastrand a good heavy defeat. Claregalway will be hoping that they can continue that form again, because there's no doubt, you look down through the list of squad of players and the population base that they have, they've some gloriously talented footballers in that collection of theirs.
They have indeed, and when you look at the results on Friday night where Milltown and Carlastrand drew, it's a fill-up for both of these teams here, but in particular for Claregalway, because a victory here will give them an opportunity to move right up the table, and no doubt they'll have that in their minds as they set out on their task today. We see Monivea Abbey have been haven't really impressed as they might have, because they do have a very strong team, and they have a lot of players, that in the past featured for Galway, the likes of Caleb Mulry. He's lining out today. He's wearing number 6, but he's down as number 11, and I don't imagine that he'll be playing centre forward, but that's what we've been told. Also, you have the captain, Fionn Garvey, very good, solid player, and of course, Killy McDade, who shone for Galway this year, and he's registered here on the day on the programme at centre back, but again, I can't imagine that that's where he'll start in. The last day they played here, they played Trevor Mullins in the full forward line. They've moved him back out to midfield. They did that in the second half the last day as well. They've moved him back out to midfield, and I think that's possibly where he'll be picking up the pieces out at midfield. And looking then at the Claregalway side, of course, they have Conor Flaherty with the number 11 on his back. Of course, that was Barry Goldrick's jersey, but Barry got injured the first day, and I think that was a major factor in the fact that they didn't challenge as much that first day when they lost that particular game. I think that injury to Barry Goldrick had a huge impact, but they've corrected that by taking their goalie out, Conor Flaherty, taking the number 1 off him, giving him another number 1, making it 11, and putting him out, and they have him today listed as full forward, and he was shining for them the last day. I remember him catching a brilliant ball and turning around and burying it the last day, so he's a really key player for them. They also have inside there Derry Ahern, he'll be the player with the bald head on him, and he's a very lively player. And Nathan Granger, of course, who's played great underage football for Galway, and he'll be a key player for them. Pádraig Commons is a great player as well for them. He'll be lining out at the centre forward position. A good free taker. His brother was a great free taker as well. He hasn't had the opportunity to take many frees here, but when called on, I'd say he'll be well able to put it over the bar. And
will we go through the teams in full then? Yeah. The guys will pull up the graphics. So we start with the Claregalway team. So this is the first bit of scrambling in terms of the programme that designed. They've Galway goalkeeper who came back from injury after that nasty enough injury that he got out and pretty much missed the whole second half of the campaign. Conor Flaherty, he's gone full forward. So Kyle Long will be in the goal for them. The full back line then will be number 4, Matthew Kilgannon, number 5, Conor Campbell. Of course, you'll recognise him from Maroon days as well. And team captain Mark Goldrick. The half-back line then will be number 22, Luke O'Connor, number 6, Peter Divley, and number 7, Jack Glynn. Again, another player who has certainly showing up the lights in terms of Galway, and probably in line for Young Footballer of the Year, and definitely in contention with an All-Star as well, you feel. Middle of the field in for Claregalway is number 8 and 9 as listed, Darren Hennessy and JP McLaughlin. Half-forward line is number 10, Brian Connolly, number 13, Pádraig Cummins, and number 12, Jason Riley. And then inside line is number 29, the aforementioned Derry Ahern. Number 11, of course, Conor Flaherty. And number 15 is Nathan Granger. So certainly a bit of juice in there. We'll quickly run through the Monivea Abbey team then as well. This one, again, shows multiple changes from the starting named team on the programme before. And in goal, number 1, Dennis Farrer. Number 4, Jamie Burke. Number 3, Keith O'Reilly. And number 18, Eric Neelan. The half-back line then is number 9, Dara Burke, number 11, Killian McDade, and number 5, the team captain, Fionn Garvey. Middle of the field is Trevor Mullins. Again, watch out for him. He floated in towards the edge of the square for large periods. He could do the same again today, no doubt, depending on the pattern of the game. He is joined alongside number 20, Philip Muldowney. And then the half-forward line is number 13, Brian Moran, number 6, Kayla Murray. Well, again, one to keep an eye on, will he actually play there? And number 14 is Matt Cosgrove. And then the inside line for Monivea Abbey is number 22, Glenn Kelly, number 7, Lee Kenny, and number 29, Niall Mannion. It's a bit like doing the bingo numbers there at times, Kevin. The numbers mean nothing these days. Well,
no, because we must remember as well, of course, when these teams are registered, it's the club secretary that registers them, not the manager. So the numbers that the club secretary gives them is not necessarily the positions that the manager would be playing them in. So sometimes that can be a reason for these high numbers and the changes in numbers. Referee today, you have a
Mayo man.
A Mayo man, yeah.
Jared Anthony Lohan from Ball originally, and is now a blow-in up here in Annadown. Of course, Annadown with that fine victory yesterday, and that kickstarts their championship campaign after 2 difficult enough start to the group. Their fixtures now, you feel, are more favourable as the group go on, and then you watch that Barna result from earlier where they drew with Ancararua. That certainly opens things up here. But here very much is the focus of Group C. It is Claregalway and Monivea Abbey, and we're off and ready and going, and it's straight away. It's Monivea, and it's that big man catching the ball there straight away. Mullins definitely started out in the middle. He's going to get an extra couple of yards here.
And he has lovely yellow boots on for you to pick up.
That's it, yeah. We always like that when there's make it easier for us. It's a good ball inside. Mannion now. Claregalway gone deep initially. Monivea, as we said, yet to get off the mark, but they just have a knack of just getting out of these spots of bother that they get themselves in. Seems like they've been threatened with relegation for quite a number of years, but just do enough. Coming through the lines here is Murray. He seems to be left definitely a little bit deeper. That's a good ball inside. Nice little run off the shoulder now. Muldowney back over here towards Kenny. Good pressure coming on. Lovely little switch of play over the far side, and Garvey, the team captain, is running onto it. Will he take a shot and goal? He will, in towards the town end. It's the first wide of the game. Probably won't be happy with that. But Monivea, they might have been a bit sluggish starting off. I think that Carlastrand game, first day out, they'll probably be very disappointed to lose that one, Kevin. But they're certainly, doing the early run here in the opening minute or so.
Yeah, well, one of the things I wasn't expecting was Caelan Mullery to be lining up at centre forward, but he is. And he was involved in that passage of play a couple of times. And he was the one that passed the ball to Fionn Garvey, a good pass to the outside. And surely you might have expected a bit better from Garvey.
Okay, it's long, out of his goal, but running up. High tackle, but on we go. Claregalway now looking to do their first attack. Patience is the key here. Up towards Peter Divley. Nice little lofted ball down inside. Conor Flack is inside. He made a lot of trouble here against Carlastrand. Goes in front of him. Sweepers come across. There's a battle there. Hearn is putting on the pressure. Gobbled up initially. They might have overturned it. Now Monivea do well to get through the crowd. Good work over there by Dara Burke. He's under pressure now, though. Managed to get it back towards McDade. McDade then. Nice little hand pass out towards Jamie Burke. They move it through the hands quickly. And on they come now up the pitch. And good bit of room infield. But O'Reilly's happy just to play it infield. Back towards Garvey again. Garvey up to Mulroy again. Centre forward position a little bit deeper at the moment. Ball down the line. Up towards Glenn Riley, but is a battle of possession there, and it's overturned and won back cleverly. Luke O'Connell picked up the scrapping ball there up towards Jason Riley. He's going for a run. He's a good bit of room in front of him. Space is starting to open up. Pressure coming on. He's still going. He might be fouled. On he goes. A bit of a scramble. Another turnover from Monivea. That's 2 out of 2, and the turnover starts so far. Mullins now quickly up towards Cosgrove. Now it's his turn to have a bit of space. He drives it in long towards the goal. It's a good straight ball down the eye of the barrel. Shouts for a push, but nothing doing there. Conor Campbell, solid defender. Out towards Kilgallen. Back to Long, the goalkeeper. Even in the early couple of moments, he's seen a good bit of possession of the football. And Claregalway look to break down the right wing again. Looking for options inside. Good bit of pressure come on Divley, and it's another turnover. And that's 3 for them. Mulroy doing well. Little hand pass down the line. Comes here towards Brian Moran. Back towards Muldowney. He's going to put the burners on. He's going for a run. He's still going. Making ground. Skips in field. Still going. Almost running towards the corner flag. Trying to generate space. They'll switch it back the country now. At Cosgrove. Switch is the call of play, but it's in the hands of Dara Burke at the moment. Just about to break the 45. Skips a high ball in. They'll take the mark, will they? They will. It's a clever little play there by Niall Mannion. They'll have the first opportunity for a shot pretty much. And the second one, they'd won wide a couple of moments ago. This is the first most realistic one here now from the advanced mark. I would imagine. This is a pretty high percentage of going over the bar here in towards the town goal. Thankfully the rain has eased off. Blue skies starting to develop. This might be a bit short. Off the crossbar. Bounces back. Good cover back there from Claregalway. Missed opportunity. 2 shots gone astray now for Monivea Abbey. And they come through the lines now. Claregalway like to run the ball out through the lines, and now they're charging forward again here. Goldrick, the captain, under pressure, forced back, but a clever little hand pass in field. Kilgallen now, more pressure. A little bit too much there from Trevor Mullins. Just puts the handbrake on the attack. And what have Claregalway up their sleeve? It's Granger. Drives a high booming ball in towards Conor Flaherty. There's a bit of a scramble going on there. Both bodies end up on the floor. Either way, it's going to go out, and not even go out. Dennis Farrer is not taking any chances. He just quickly restarts play. Just coming up to 5 minutes gone here. Still scoreless. A couple of early opportunities for Monivea not being taken. They're Galway yet to have any sort of shot on the Monivea goals. More pressure comes on here with Dara Burke, but he does well. Gets through the lines. Nice little kick pass down the line then to Mullery. He's runners. Dar Buck is going again. He's driving forward. He's making ground. It took of the shorts, but on he goes. Still going. Divley is scampering back, trying to get on him, but it's still Burke going. He's still going. He takes a shot. He might be hit. Out at the right-hand side and wide. Second wide of the game. One back off the crossbar as well. Monivea probably won't be happy that they've pretty much done most of the attacking, but nothing to show for it yet.
Nothing to show for it, and I have to say both defences are really good. Very impressed early on for Jimmy Burke from Monivea Abbey, the number 4, and Fionn Garvey, the far side for Monivea Abbey, Fionn Garvey, and for the Claregalway side, Matthew Kilgannon, done very well.
This has opened up now to Brian Connolly. The kick out wasn't very high in it, but it made its way through. Going through the lines here towards Granger. Tried to sell a dummy, but Jamie Burke read that ever so well. Another turnover. I think that's up on 4. Quickly through the lines. Reverse it again with Mullins. Hand pass it out this side. There's options over here. Matt Cosgrove is right in front of us here in the main stand. I think that's where it might come. No, they're happy to come through it. It's slow, they'll need to move it. On comes Muldowney. That's going to be intercepted, you feel there. The super comes back. Good defending. Oh, but he's been gobbled up again. Divley, the hard bit done, but he's saved by a teammate there. Up comes Jason Riley. Back towards Divley again. Divley now, they like to try get the ball down this side and then try and work in a high diagonal. Ahern is this time in towards the goal. That's where it's going. Bit of pushing off the ball. It booted away into the stand. Ricochets off the seat. And it'll be, depends where Jared Lone will award this one. I think he's going all the way in towards the 21. Very scoreable. Free here for Claregalway to get off the mark.
Yeah, 2 men and Derry Ahern as he was coming out there. One of them pulled him back. Spotted inside by the referee, and rightly so. Awards the free and a chance now for Ahern to put this over the bar with the left peg.
And you would imagine a player of his experience, this will be bread and butter. Still going through the same routine, giving it the credit deserves. He's dragged it. That tailed off.
That was the commentator's curse.
I know, it was perfect, and then it just took someone pressed a button and it's like a gale come through the far side. So still we wait for the first score of the game. And we're up on 7.5 minutes of action here. And that will be a bad one because we build them up and it didn't deliver. The scoreboard remains scoreless. This is tight now here from Monivea. They have overturned it and they're going to win it back, but it's been picked up again there. Jason Riley, he's playing deep. Up by Jack Lynn now. That's a better ball infield towards Granger. It's Conor Flannery's outside, but he's going to go infield. This is a good ball. Ahern is through and goal. He's through. And he puts it up over the bar. It was half a goal scoring opportunity. Certainly a lot harder opportunity than one that he missed from the free a couple of minutes ago. But he has got Claregalway off the mark. 1 point to no score. After 8 minutes of play, that could have been a green flag, Kevin.
That certainly should have been a green flag. There's no doubt about it. Great ball from Nathan Granger. Great ball, diagonal ball in across, first of all, to find Granger. And Granger turned as sharp as he could be, knew where his man was, played it inside to him. Goalie only to beat, but in fairness to Dennis Farrer, he made himself big when he came out, and Ahern had to go high rather than low.
Ball comes up here now towards Trevor Mullins. Passes it off quickly up to Mulroy. Seen a lot of the football so far, but he's got lucky there. And then just played out soccer style by Trevor Mullins to switch it. Back here towards Matt Cosgrove. Again, doesn't fancy the shot. They're going a bit closer to goal. Getting the red shirts are starting to swarm forward here in towards the town end. Brian Moore now. He's running down the right-hand side, pops it in field. They might need to switch this one because there's an almighty crowd of Claregalway players in front of them. They come over to us here. Not the greatest ball in the world, but Muldowney comes back. And now he's spacing the field. Decides against it. Recycles the football, holding on to possession. It's slow, it's laboured. Back into the middle towards Mullins. He's a man on his shoulders. He's going to move it quickly. Scoops it behind to McDade to get forward for the first time. And this guy will go on ball open country in front of him. Pops a ball down the line, maybe a little bit too much. Garvey has to come back and retrieve it. It's just stalled the point of the attack, but they're still going here. Pinned inside the Claregalway 45, back towards Matt Cosgrove. Muldowney's on his left shoulder, but he's going to go for the long bomb. And that's not very good, not very pretty. For another wide. And they held the ball there, Kevin, for so long, and in the end they just panicked almost.
Yeah, but a big problem is that most of the players are in front of the ball. And when they're passing the ball around on the 45-metre line, there's no one making the run or coming off the shoulder because all the players have gone too deep. They need to pull back out. 1 or 2 players is all they need. Pull back out, keep it in the line, go outside the player with the ball, come off the shoulder.
Conor Flaherty, he's gone a little bit deeper. He won that kick out. He's given a 1-2. He's almost conducting his teammates around there. Luke O'Connell now picks up possession, centre-back position. They're spread out. There's a two-man inside in around the house. If they want to get in, there's a considerable amount of space. If they get a ball, I think that's just what they're trying to do. Flaherty now, outside of the right. A long booming ball up towards Ahern. Catches it, takes the mark. He's going to play on. Another long ball inside towards Granger. Will he get it? He does. Granger, goal. Beautiful football. And into the back of the net. They held it. But at the end of the day, Kevin, two long bombs. It's hard to beat the high ball in towards the edge of the square. 1-1 to no score.
And three of the key players involved in that. A superb ball. Absolutely brilliant ball from Conor Flaherty. Diagonal ball played into the space. Ahern had the pace to get out in front of his man, caught it, signalled the mark, and when you signal the mark, of course, you can't touch him. That gave him the room and the time to look up, see what was inside. Granger was free, and he played an inch perfect ball into Granger, in behind the man, and the goalie, Dennis Farrer, had no chance on this occasion. Great score, great goal, great team goal.
We're proud of the traditional long style Gaelic football, if you want to call it, here in Galway. That's as good as you'll see anywhere. It was beautiful, beautiful team goal.
Great team goal, well played and well, quick early ball made all the difference. And we saw that in the score that they had earlier on with Derry Ahern. They were trying to play the ball in quick and early.
Monivea on the attack themselves with Burke. It's a little daisy cutter down the line. It's going to ask a lot there of his teammates, and in the end, it's picked up by Divley. Down through the line here to Luke O'Connell. Coming forward again. This time it's Jason Riley. He's going long again. It's another one in towards Ahern. Will the bounce beat him? It won't. Will Muldowney's coming back and give cover. Pressure comes back. Back to the goalkeeper, Farrer. There's nobody there, so he pushes it forward up towards Dara Burke. Off the hands quickly. Keith O'Reilly coming forward. That's a nice better ball down the line. Into a pocket of space. Up comes back Cosgrove. There's another one going long. It's under pressure, and again, it's another one turned over. JP McLaughlin this time. But they've bodies back there. And they're able just to cut out a lot of those Monivea attacks so far. Monivea yet to get off the mark here. Divley now. Looking for options. Almost forced into a solo, into traffic. He's still going. But finds space over the far side. Brian Connolly striding forward. He's past halfway. Again, he's looking up every time they look up. This time it's short to Conor Flaherty. He might bomb one. He does. In towards Ahern, and there's a man on the shoulder. He takes a mark. I think he might be going for the shot at goal here. If he got a pass off there was another runner coming through. They certainly look dangerous inside, Kevin.
They do, and what they have is, you signalled it earlier, they have two men inside, plenty of space in front of them, and what they're doing is they're playing the ball into that space, and it's landing in the chest of Ahern every time.
He strikes it left-footed off the mark. This one's better. Straight over the black spot, no mistake. 1-2 to Claregalway. No score to Monivea. 13 minutes gone here in Tuam Stadium. The question was, Kevin, could Claregalway continue that good form from the Carla Strand game? You'd have to say in the opening 30 minutes they have.
They have, yeah. They've set up really deep with their forwards, and their backs are really on song, and they really are putting it up to Monivea.
Monivea now looking to get forward themselves. They win a free here. And it's on the hands now of Trevor Mullins, but I think he might leave this one for one of the shooters. It's a badly needed score, you feel. Can't keep the scoreboard on a duck egg for much too longer, you feel. Glenn Kelly looks like he's going to strike this one off the ground. It's about a 42, you would say, just inside the 45. Pretty central, maybe just left of central. Suit the right-footed kicker, you feel. Haven't really put anyone else in there, so they must be confident of the strike. The strike comes in, it's certainly high. It's a glorious strike. Has it made the way? It has. Beautiful, like a sandwich. And if ever a team needed a score, that was Monivea. But that was just the ease that he stroked that over the bar. Just a beautiful strike.
Yeah, great score for them, and one they badly needed. We're looking at 15 minutes halfway through the first half. Monivea have registered their first score. They've had 3 wines. They had that ball off the crossbar, 9-man with the mark, and that didn't go over. And so, it's been a tough start for them. And at the other hand, Claregalway have been playing early ball in, and I think to counteract that, the Monivea Abbey are going to have to look and put in
they need a sweeper. Yeah. They need someone back there because they can't leave that space. They'll make hay completely. You feel McDade now a little bit more forward. As he held it in, I think he's got a free, I think is the decision. He's been going to be brought forward as well. Referee in the last couple
Yeah,
of moments
somebody
there.
said something to the referee.
Yeah, you saw him giving a couple of, both midfielders were getting a talking to there off the ball as well. He's trying to stamp his authority. But this will be take 2 for Kelly. Similar distance, this time maybe a little bit closer to goal, but out towards the wing a bit more. Looks like he's going to strike this one off the left, actually.
Yeah.
This would be quite the mark.
Great skill.
Just strike it to the left.
Yeah, great punt.
That's a wonderful strike. You can't describe how good that is, Kevin. He's done 1 second a couple of minutes ago off the right from the other end of the pitch. Just had a little jog across the far side, this time with the left. 2 beautiful strikes.
That's really top-class free taking. Of course, it reminds you of...
the certain player that maybe isn't involved in club football here anymore.
That's right, yeah.
There we go. We say no more, says he. We'll concentrate on Galway for now. But a beautiful and too badly needed score. 2 points from Monivea, 1-2 to Claregalway. That Granger goal, the difference between the sides. You feel like that goal will certainly have a big impact over the course of the game. It certainly whets the appetite for the Claregalway attack. They'll do something similar again, coming down the line again. Pressure's coming in, trying to stall it there. Comes in with more and had done enough, but it comes up the field now. And Hennessy, he's hit a traffic jam. It breaks away. Good defending over there. Monivea notable to have a lot more players back. Now Cosgrove now pushing forward. Claregalway player down on the ground. But Claregalway turnover. Great work there from Jason Riley. He's won a lot of those balls. He might be asking a lot of Ahern here. A little bit of push on the back there, I think, on O'Reilly as he ducked down for the ball. It'll give us an opportunity just to get the run repairs. I see off the ball there, Killian McDade just ended up on the floor. Starting to get a bit tasty out here, Kevin.
Yeah, I was just thinking there, the 2 points that Monivea got there, but the game needed it because, Claregalway had gone 5 points clear and there was 15 minutes gone, and you were sort of saying to yourself, is this going to be one-way traffic all the way? And you'd imagine that for their efforts, Monivea deserved a little more than what they were getting out of the game. And the 2 frees made a huge difference for them. And the thing about the 2 frees, they're all at it here, by the way. I'm watching, there's pushing and shoving.
Every time I look around, I see 2 other people at it.
Yeah.
It's,
there's an element in it now that's the referee will have to do something about and talk to players and try and stamp out, because the game doesn't need this. It's been a very, very good competitive game. And I have to say, defensive-wise, both sides have been working really hard. Claregalway defence has been the strongest so far. But both teams definitely have, started really well from the point of view of playing a good quality brand of football. And it's a pity that you wouldn't want to see it going down into this kind of niggly stuff.
We've restarted, and it's back to Farrer in the goal. He's taking his time. The wind starts to gush up here in Tuam Stadium. Seems to be heading down towards the town end from the couple of gusts we get here in the front of the stand anyways. It's the goal that Monivea are attacking. Still that Granger goal, the difference between the sides, with 19 minutes almost gone here in Tuam Stadium. Here Galway, 1-2, Monivea Abbey, 2 points. Monivea now are getting going. Dara Burke coming forward. Is he fouled? No, up he gets around the corner. It's Kelly. Scored those 2 remarkable frees, one off the left, one off the right. Still to get off the mark from play yet, his side. Muldowney now under severe pressure. He's been forced to carry it because he had no other options. He's still going. He's taking a lot of steps.
Yeah, the jersey was being pulled there.
Gets the benefit of doubt as well,
the referee could see that. And I think he's going to have a chat with one of the players here.
I wouldn't be surprised if the yellow card is out, because it feels like, in terms of the officials, they'll have to just put the stamper down on things. It's just gone a little bit of a skew the last couple of moments.
Yeah, Brian Connolly is the man being spoken to here. The referee, it looks like, it's a yellow card for him. So he'll have to mind himself during the course of the game and not get too involved in any nonsense.
So a restart now with McDade under the place ball.
Substitution here.
It is an early substitution after 19 and a half minutes. It's number 28, Sean King, who's been introduced.
29 is coming off.
Niall Mannion has been replaced. And so 28 for 29. We spoke about numbers before the game. Don't mean a hell of a lot in this stage. It's a sloppy pass. Have too much of McDade, and Riley, who's been ever so dominant there in that sweeper role, picks up possession, but takes too many steps this time. They don't like that. There's an element of perhaps he was fouled.
And he's moved it forward now, and that was silly. because there was no chance of a score where Trevor Mullins had the ball, and with the foul to stop them taking the quick free, and the referee Gerard Anthony Lohan has moved it in, and now it's a chance for Kelly.
And it's just a question of which foot he's going to use from here. We've seen him score off both to date.
Right this time.
I'd say right, yeah, and he's almost in level in terms of the right-hand side post. Similar distance out. Strikes it. It's certainly got the height. Oh, it's a beautiful effort.
And I have to say about that one, he judged the breeze you mentioned a minute ago. It's blown from the scoreboard end over towards the stand here, and that's why he took the right foot that time, because he was able to drive it out to the right-hand side and bring it back. Beautiful score.
Beautiful score. His third and his side's third of the game. Monivea Abbey 3 points. Claregalway 1-2. A while though since the ball has been down our right-hand side where Claregalway are attacking. That's good work there by O'Reilly. Wins the ball. A bit of a sloppy pass, but there's forced by numbers back there. O'Reilly will get it back the second occasion. Not wasting any time. Up to Mulroy. Has options on his shoulder. Holds onto it a bit longer. And then drives the ball down the line here to Lee Kenny. Oh, it was a good pass off the shoulder, but again it might be recycled. Will Garvey pick it up? No. Claregalway got the turnover. Back towards Jack Glynn. He certainly loves to get forward. Remember that point in the All-Ireland final? It's a glorious ball in towards Granger. Granger now has far too much room here. He's going towards the goal. Going to cut back on the left, back on the right. Left-footed effort. Has he got it? He has. Just a wonderful, wonderful score. Certainly a guy that you're going to hear a lot more of over the next couple of years, Nathan Granger. And he's just got, I won't say a badly needed score for Claregalway, but it's been a while since they had scored 1-3 to 3 points now.
14 minutes was the last score, so that'll tell you, like, we're looking at 22 minutes now, so it's been a while, as you said. You did say something there as Granger got the ball. He's got a bit of room here, and certainly Trevor Mullins left him too much room, and he skipped around the cover and got in behind and chipped it over the bar beautifully. On
comes Burke again. Notable, just a wall of Claregalway shirts in front of us here and pretty much on the halfway line. Just a hurn in around the house, and it's forced Monivea back into almost a walking pace. Under trouble here, Garvey needs to get out of it. He manages to get it back towards Mullins, quickly on towards Burke. He's running, might have been fouled, or has he taken too many steps? Granger this time with the defensive effort. They love their turnovers, Claregalway. Conor Flaherty now going quickly. There's far too much room again here. This time it's Porry Cummins, left, right, spins. Hold possession back to Ahern, gets it quickly back into traffic. Still going around the house. Now comes charging forward, JP McLaughlin. Try to get the ball into Ahern, but will he get it the second occasion? McDay did well. Strong, powerful defending. And sprays a lovely little left-footed pass up the line, where it's Mulroy now with a pocket of space for the first time. McDade is charging forward. It's still Mulroy on the ball. He's dumped on the floor. Is that a free? Seems to have injured himself. Referee has given it. So Mr. Kelly will be coming out, and this one will definitely be one for the left foot, you feel, because it's all the way over on the right sideline. But again, it's remarkable, Kevin, isn't it? You could almost draw a line from the frees that he'd taken. They're all around that spot, just inside the 45.
Yeah, and Monivea, they have the good fortune of having a great free taker. But Claregalway have to realise that they cannot keep conceding frees like that, because that's what's keeping Monivea in the game. In essence, the Monivea attack is not, the full forward line is not strong enough. And it's, they're not getting any scores there. And all the scores have come so far from the 3 Glen Kelly frees. And if that's your main opportunity to score, then the opposition have to realise, snuff that out. Don't give away the frees.
Yeah, you would imagine it's almost like there's a line where we foul and don't let them pass by. This one just happens to have the sharp shooter in Kelly. He strikes this one again, left-footed.
Beautiful.
Again, it got good. It is good. You could make the half-time package just about his frees alone here. Another quality strike. That's 2 off the right, 2 off the left, all around the 45-yard line. Monivea 4 points. Claregalway 1-3. Claregalway have won the kick out. We're looking shy of over 5 minutes left in the first half here in Tuam Stadium. Glynn into traffic, but doing well. It gets a heavy hit. Starting to almost bully his way up to the line. I think he might get a couple of more yards. No. Referee says back where you go. Glynn now outside of the right. It's a nice ball down the line to Connolly. No, he leaves it inside towards Granger. Conor Flaherty this time is in and around the house. But Granger happy to solo around. Still keeping possession of the football. Back to Luke O'Connell. Infield. Cummins off the shoulder quickly. It's Riley coming forward and it's opening up. He's charging down in goal. This could be goal territory. He's still going through in goal. He goes through in goal. Off the post. Oh, how unfortunate. Monivea Abbey saved by a lick of paint there. But what a run through the middle. And that would have been curtains altogether. Remarkable stuff. On they come again. McDade. You feel like it could be a big game-changing moment if Monivea could get a score from this. Muldowney has a pocket of space. He's made the 45. He's going to have to cut in field. Not a lot of options in field. So he's back here towards Brian Moran. Moran now. Is he going to take a run? No, he's happy enough. Punch it laterally. Up to Mulroy. Mulroy has Mullins behind him. That's where it goes. Mullins floats a ball down over the line. That's a nice one to Kelly. What's he like from play? Comes through. Solo and right-footed. Turns back on the left. Pops a hand pass over to Kenny. Kenny now around the corner. Back towards Kelly again. Skipping and diving across tackles. Back to Mulroy. He's going the long way around. He takes a shot. It's hanging up. And there we have it. First score from play from Monivea Abbey. And Kevin, that could be a big game changer. Monivea 5 points. Claregalway 1-3. But from the missed goal opportunity.
A lot of great work by Kelly there to hold possession. He tried to create a space for himself to get the shot. Caleb Mullery came off the shoulder and took the ball and pumped it over the bar from distance. A very good score from Mullery because, as I was saying at the very beginning, he's more renowned as a defender, but he is a quality player and he can show that he can score as well.
More admin duty. A yellow card here flashed to Caleb Murray. It's one apiece on the yellow card stakes. Scoreboard shows just a point between the sides.
Yeah, 1-3 to 5 points. Monivea be happy enough with that.
They certainly will. Claregalway now looking to get a couple of more scores before half-time. They're moving it nicely. Monivea gone a little bit deeper. Skipping and diving. Granger, has he taken a lot out? No, he strikes the left footed. This won't have the height. Where's it going to go? It's well read there by Nyland. Spread it wide is the call. There's certainly a pocket of space in front of us here down the left wing if they get the ball forward. They're just going to run it this time. Powerful running by Burke. He might have been fouled. There's a little bit of a nudge in the back there from Cummins. Taken quickly. Mullins now. Big unit or man driving forward. You wonder, will they put him in around the edge of the square at some stage? Garvey now. Lofts one in. Will it break? It might break. It does. It's coming through here. Kenny off the right. Has he got it? He has. Level pegging. And Kevin, I did not think I would say that coming up to half time the way the game starts. 1-3 to 6 points.
Well, you'd have to say fair play to Monivea Abbey Knockmy because after the early start that Claregalway got, it looked like that Monivea Abbey Knockmy were in trouble. But in fairness, Glenn Kelly's 3 frees brought them right back into the game, and it has given them a little bit of confidence, and that confidence has grown. And the other thing about them is they're carrying the ball and running at the Claregalway defence rather than trying to get it inside. Mark there.
Mark taken by Conor Flav. Did he play on? Either way, he drives it over the crossbar. Good response from Claregalway. 1-4 to them. 6 points from Monivea. If every side needed an instant response, a bit of maybe not quite confusion, but a little bit of a talking there. Did he take the step after the mark? Either way, he sailed it over the crossbar. Yeah,
the quick response from Claregalway. They're very good in the counter-attack. They let the ball do the work. They let it go early. Monivea are more methodical in what they're trying to do. We're going to have 1 minute of added time.
About a minute and a half of normal time, plus that minute to be added on here in Tuam Stadium. Claregalway have just regained their lead. It looked like they'd almost going to run away at one stage when that Nathan Granger goal. Of course, desperately unlucky not to add a second when Riley's effort came back off the post. I think that post is still shaken down at the scoreboard end here. But Monivea, as they always tend to do, just hang in there. Remarkable spirit, remarkable grit. And they've certainly made a game out of this here. Divley now coming forward. He's taking a lot of steps. On he goes backwards. This is more powerful running. Conor Campbell now, lovely little spin roulette out towards Ahern. Ahern's good block, but he gets back at the second occasion. Will he go long again? He might have been clipped off the ball. Now on we go. Heavy traffic come on in Conor Flaherty. Another even heavier one in McDade. This is threatening to boil over at times. It's certainly a group that's wide open. Both teams know they want to get the win, and
there's a lot to play for. There's no doubt about it. But you'd have to wonder about Conor Flaherty feels very much aggrieved. A yellow card there for number 8 for the Claregalway side, of course, and that's JP McLaughlin. But Conor Flaherty, he must feel a bit aggrieved that, he was coming for the ball and he was bending down to get it, and next thing he's sprawled all over the place and didn't get a free. So they reacted to that.
A minute to go, just this minute of injury time here in Tuam Stadium. Monivea trailing by a point. Can they get an equaliser? Into the scoring end, we call it here. Up towards the town end. Probably one more attack, you feel. Towards Dara Burke. He's going to give a 1-2, and he's going to charge forward. He reaches halfway. He's going the long way around. But he pops the ball back up nicely to Jamie Burke. In we go. There's options over here. Matt Cosgrove was tearing away in towards the goal off the corner of her eye. Back towards Burke. Infield to Garvey. Back to Mullins. And infield now to McDade. And there's space now starting to open up. And he's going to drive forward in towards the town goal. Pops it back cleverly. Now the space over here. Lofted ball went to Cosgrove. He's all alone. He takes the mark. No, he plays on. Will he take the strike a goal? He will. Oh, he's just going to drag it. Would have been a big score before half time. You feel like that will pretty much be it. You'd imagine Jared Anthony Lohan will be soon, as Kyle Long's kick out is taken. He'll give 3 sharp blows of his whistle and indicate the end of the first half.
No, he's playing on.
He's going to let one more. Good catch there by Granger. Nicely worked move. Plays the ball backwards to Divley. Divley has seen a power of the football in the first half. He's option over this side if he wants to go with it, and that's where it does go. Is Cummins. Huge bit of room inside. Kind of flies all around the house, but there's a runner coming through. It's Jack Glynn coming through. He's through in goal. He gets a shot in. He gets his point. Beautiful score. Just put a little bit of daylight between the sides. We thought that Monivea might try and get an equaliser before half time. Instead, it's a 2-point deficit. Hard to beat. Good heart running down the middle, and there is the full-time whistle.
It's a great run from Jack Glynn there. He came, we could watch it here from in front of us. He was opposite us here, and he was being tracked by a man all the way, but he kept in front of the man that was tracking him, and he made the run into the space, and when he got the chance, he used the opportunity and kept going and put the ball over the bar, nonchalantly in many ways, and it was a really good score, and it just shows you that Claregalway have quality right throughout the field, and that quality, I'd say, they just seem to have that little bit more of an edge than Monivea Abbey Knockboy. But you have to hand it to Monivea Abbey Knockboy with 14 minutes gone. They looked like they were out of this game. It was 1-2 to no score, following the great goal from Granger that was set up with Flaherty's diagonal ball to Ahern. And then after that, Glenn Kelly came in, and with the right, the left and the right, just put the ball over the bar with 3 superb frees. You have to say quality stuff entirely from him. Nathan Granger got one back to level it, or make it 1-3 to 3 points, I should say. And then again, fair play to Monivea Abbey Knockboy. They got the next 3 scores, Kelly, Caleb Murray and Lee Kenny, and that levelled it. But the strength of Claregalway came through in the end. They finished the stronger side. 2 scores from Conor Flaherty and Jack Glynn, and that gives them the edge at half-time.
Yeah, it's half-time where they lead by 1-5 to 6 points. There's some been glorious scores in that first half. You can have your choice here at half-time during the half-time highlights. You can watch an absolute exposition of both feet of place kicking from Glen Kelly, a beautiful Granger goal, some good scores in between, wrapped up in the end there by that Jack Glynn point just before half-time. It gives Claregalway a 2-point advantage. As we said, enjoy the match highlights, and we'll be back very, very shortly for the second half. welcome back to Tuam Stadium. Both teams are out on the pitch here in front of us, and it is Claregalway who have the advantage at the break. They are winning by 1-5 to 6 points. The referee, before play starts, seems to be having a little bit of a chat with Trevor Mullins. Much to do about nothing there, but Monivea had a bit of a slow start. Came to life then with some wonderful free kicks off the left and the right from Glenn Kelly. That Nathan Granger goal, big score of the game. That Jack Lynn point just before half time gives Claregalway with the advantage. And off we go. And we're ready to go again in the second half. Claregalway winning the ball initially straight away. Riley, who went so close with that effort in the first half, rattled the woodwork. Long ball in towards Conor Flaherty. He wins it and he's turned his man on the left, back on the right. Has it enough juice? It doesn't. Dennis Farrer, his goalkeeping colleague, plucks it out under the crossbar. Oh, heavy hit come in, but Monivea do enough to hold on to possession. Riley coming in, with strong play there from Kelly. Back now towards Jamie Burke, in towards Mullins. We're talking there off camera at half time. Would they put him in towards the edge of the house like they did in a couple of games earlier this year to try and kickstart their forward routine? As they relied heavily on those Glen Kelly free kicks in the first half. So there's a change at half time there from Monivea Abbey. Brian Flaherty, number 19, has been introduced into proceedings. Claregalway with Divley, and he replaces number 14, Matt Cosgrove. So it's just the one change at half time. Divley now, centre back, off the ball there. See a Monivea player down holding his head. Ahern had run away from him. Here the umpire were getting a bit of their ears blown off in field there. Monivea goalkeeper Dennis Farrer is one of the closest to the incident. Not happy. Referee is coming in. The notebook is out for certain. Whether there's going to be any action after this, time will tell. Debate with officials left, right and centre. The referee is just looking, assessing the injured player. Treatment is coming on all this time. Doesn't look like he's going to take any further. It was one of those innocuous enough. All I see out the corner of my eye was him down holding his face and Ahern running away from it, but I didn't see anything happen in terms of a strike or anything like that.
18.
Yeah. It's Eric Neelan that had been down, but we'll restart anyways with this Peter Divley free. Up to the line, might get it back again. No, Granger comes back on his right foot, sprays the ball maybe a little bit too high in towards Ahern. Good defending over there from Jamie Burke. They get the ball forward. Muldowney now, all the way over in the left wing. Slow back, he's going to go all the way back to the goalkeeper Farrer. Claregalway interesting straight away. Divley just runs back straight away and covers that pocket in the centre back position. On they come now, the half-time substitute. And they came on early in the game, in fact. That was Shane King. Gets the ball back again. Plays it in field towards Mullins. Not a lot of movement. Pops it over the left-hand side, makes it towards McDade now. Good ball in field, but it's been intercepted. Luke O'Connell had gone back, covered the angles. Now Divley. It's a nice ball down the line. And as always, Claregalway have looked dangerous on the break. O'Connell now, he's hit. On he goes. Hit again for the second time. Advantage, hand up in the air. And now we'll come back. Granger runs to the football. You'd imagine this is a little bit too far out. But I think this might be a spray and pass. I see Conor Flaherty is in the edge of the square. He's telling the proverbial calm down. It goes out towards the right wing, towards Ahern. Might go back towards Granger. Gets it back. Granger now, will he shoot? He will shoot. How's this one looking? It's tailing off. Out for a wide. The first of the second half. Scoreboard remains. Claregalway 1-5. Monivea 6 points. 4 minutes gone in the second half. Yet to get really going yet, Kevin.
Yeah, that's, by the way, it's only the second wide from Claregalway. They've really been, very economical with their chances, and even though they've missed a couple of goal chances, they've, hit the target whenever they've gone for the point. So that's a surprising one if it didn't go over. Nathan Granger plenty of time, but just pulled it off to the left-hand side.
Monivea now looking to try and get forward. They haven't really got their own forwards kicked into life here so far. Burke now comes back around the other side. He has options here with King, and that's where it's going. It's running, space opening up, back on the right, swings it. How's this one going? It looks good.
Yeah.
It is very good. It's as good as the scores they've got from play today. Back to a 1-point ball game. Claregalway leading by 1-5 to 7 points. Long isn't taking very long on the kick out. Sprays it out quickly to O'Connell. He picks up the loose ball. Back around the house. Jack Lynn got that beautiful score just before half time. Sprays a half pass out to the right hand side now where Conan Carmel is charging forward. Not the greatest solo in the world, but gets it around, gets it back again, and has a huge amount of space. Into towards Conor Flaherty. Spins around, back on the right. Pops the hand pass over towards the right hand side. Granger shoots from a tight angle, but absolutely nails it. A beautiful score. And Claregalway, Kevin, just seem to have a knack of just responding very, very quickly to Monivea scores.
Yeah, and they also have plenty of target men inside. When you have Conor Flaherty inside, he's a big target man, and he's won the ball in there. He's playing around the centre forward position, and he's orchestrating things, making little passes like that open it up for Nathan Granger. Mistake here on the kick out.
On they come again. And Conor Flaherty has this one in towards the 14, back on the left, scoops it back around the country. Cummins will shoot off the left, and it's another good score. Another fine score. Claregalway put a little bit daylight between the sides again. 7 points, 2 scores in quick succession. And Monivea won't be happy with that because their own kick out got squeezed out of it and was punished with a fine score from the corner forward. Imagine Farrell will go long with this one now. He almost slips, hangs up in the air, up towards McDade, up come the bodies. Riley does well to get the breaking ball, and on he drives, and he's a space in front of him. McDade putting the pressure in, O'Reilly ends up on the floor. Play on is the call. Up towards Granger again. So comfortable in possession of the football. Solon across the goal, looking for options. Over on the far side, happy to take their time. Glenn now onto Divley. Divley breaking halfway, back he comes, he's Glenn behind him, and that's where it's going. Monivea's turn now to get plenty of bodies back. And Glenn almost in a standard position, pops the pass out to the right wing where Divley has a pocket of space if he wants to run on too. They're happy to go through the lines, back with Glenn again. Now over this side to Luke O'Connell. Chips a high lofty ball up in the air to Ahern, comes through, ends up on the floor. I think he's hurt the way that he landed there. Mullins says, and they're going to come back and wait because there was nothing malicious or anything like that in it, but he seemed to just land almost on his neck area as he just landed on the hard surface here.
Yeah, the ball was a killer ball, though.
I think we call it a hospital pass back home.
We were seeing the ball in the first half into Jerry Ahern was into his chest, He won or 2 marks, I think, in the first half, where the ball came into his chest and he was able to put his hand up into the air. But I think he's in trouble here. I think they're going to have to make a substitution here, which would be a pity because Jerry Ahern has been playing really, really well for them, and he was involved in the goal. Flaherty found him out for the pass, the diagonal pass, which set up Nathan Granger. So let's hope he's able to continue. But from the point of view of that particular ball in there, just too high for them. Just another incident there I was looking at there. Riley was going down along the side here, the left-hand side, and he was tackled by Killian McDade. And there was a commentator, Michael O'Hare, once upon a time, used to use the word hooshed. He hooshed him off the ball. And he just hooshed him off the ball, and I thought it was perfect the way he did it. It was a really superb GAA tackle to hoosh him off the ball.
Change here from Monivea Abbey. Number 2, Jason Flaherty, has been introduced instead of number 4, Jamie Burke, who seemed to be dragging a bit of a leg because he had a fine first half.
Yeah, he did very well. We actually commented on him in the first half.
This is starting to get a little bit of alarming here, I have to say, the longer that Derry Ahern is down. See the medics running now. As he did, I think the gates are open, which is never a good sign.
No, it's not a good sign. I'd say that there could be a little bit of a delay here. Yeah.
Both changes will take this opportunity, you feel, to get some run and repairs and get some water and get some team tactics. And straight away will have to be a reshuffle, you feel, for both sides. Well, definitely for Claregalway, because I can't see how Derry Ahern is able to continue from here.
Yeah, there is a delay in the game. Both teams are going into a huddle here. They've just decided that they're going to have to get a medical assistance on here for Derry Ahern, and that's a pity, really. Innocuous enough, he just fell to the ground, might have hurt his shoulder, and they're going to have to get him to be looked after by the medics, the first responders. So we'll be waiting for that. You have the Montpellier Mylock team, though, I think, there for the next game.
Yeah, we can bring you that. It's certainly something to look forward to. Of course, that second of the doubleheader here is reigning champions Montpellier Mylock facing Salt Hill, and this actually is the Salt Hill team that has been handed to it. And of course, John O'Mahony's outfit has the perfect start so far. Their team is Rory Lavelle in goal. He's had a fine campaign.
Great to see that Derry Ahern
he's up at a sling, which is a good sign as well. We'll bring you that Salt Hill team a little bit later on, because it looks like Ahern, thankfully, you're always concerned, especially in this day and age, thinking if it's going to be head injury. It was that sort of upper body that he landed on, but it looks like he might have popped the collarbone or something along those lines. The gates will be able to close. He's up on his feet. He's slinged up on it. He'll definitely miss the remainder of this game, and indeed, how much further Claregalway will progress. He has to be in trouble now with the games coming thick and fast.
Yeah, he'll be a big loss to Claregalway, because, you know, he's been a very vibrant and alive and, you know, lively player inside in the full forward line. And he's been, not only is he a good man to take a score, but he's a great man to create scores.
Yeah, waiting to see who's going to get introduced to replace Ahern. Don't see a sign of a substitute taking place just yet. Monivea have restarted proceedings, and they're going on the attack themselves. Garvey now the team captain, running forward. He does actually have options in field. It's a little bit static on the go, and so shot comes in there from Monivea. It's good. It's very, very good. It's over the bar. We're all just waiting to see who come on, and that is Danny Cummins, again a player that's instantly recognisable. Had a fine compel in Galway career as well, but he is in proceedings, replaces Danny Ahern, and it's into possession straight away. So the scoreboard reads with 12 minutes gone in the second half. Conor Flagg on the attack again, adding to that scoreboard. This one's going to tail off though, so it remains Monivea Abbey 8 points, Claregalway 1 7. And that was a bit of it's always a bit of a strange time, Kevin, isn't it? Once you're after a bit of a passage like that, you're watching for substitutions and everything going on. But it was a fine score there a couple of moments ago from Monivea. It was,
Brian Moran was the man that was on target for them at the number 13, and he took a great score. We were watching, of course, all the activity that's going on around us here.
You need eyes in your back of your head around here.
You need eyes in the back of your head, but you know, he's a great scorer. And Danny Cummins, of course, is a good substitution for Derry Ahern. He's played a couple of times coming on as a substitution, and we've yet to see him hit the target, but he might do it today.
Trevor Mullins now sprays a pass over to the left wing. Tackle comes in there. Didn't really see a lot on it, I have to say. Sean King ended up on the floor. Got a bit of encouragement on his way down. I think it was Brian Connolly perhaps, but not a lot on it, but he will allow Mr. Glenn Kelly. This time it'll be on the right, you feel.
Yeah, it's a long way out. It's on the 45-metre line.
And that's easy for him, Kevin.
And there is a bit of a breeze, I'd say, helping him, because you know, it seems to have switched around a little bit here in Tuam Stadium.
So he's on pretty much on the 45, over on the left wing. Chance to put the minimum between the sides. Strikes it off the right. Looks like another good connection. Oh, just a ridiculously effort.
And
bread and butter to them.
The room to spare at the end of it, like it went over the bar about 40 metres up in the air.
Nearly the second row houses down below.
Honest to God, yeah.
So he puts it a 1 point ball game. Monivea Abbey 9 points. Claregalway 1 7. Claregalway have a habit of responding with a score of their own straight away, but Trevor Mullins is horsing his way through a goal here. Back towards McDade. Advantage hand is up. This is an opportunity from Kelly again. No weatherman will take this football, I feel. This one a little bit closer, just outside the D, dead central. A chance to level the sides and certainly make a contest out of the second half here. Kelly again is going to line it off the right. Crowd of kids are looking anxiously on behind them. A little bit of fan club up on the old terrace. Kelly strikes it again. Chips it up. Not a bother in the world. And we're level pegging here. 10 points to 1-7. Monivea will be very, very happy the way things are going.
Yeah, and that's his 6th point, and that's a really fantastic contribution for the 10 points.
Is it a 4-2 breakdown, is it?
Yes, yes.
There we go. Usually you count how many scores you get. With Kelly, it's how many gets off each foot. I think it was 2 off the left. So Monivea player down. Needs some treatment. Treatments are medical staff are going to weave their way around. Referee will surely have to stall proceedings here. He does. Kelly McDade is looking over at the linesman. He's not happy whatever happened there. Again, so much happening at this game, Kevin. It's a real dogged encounter out there.
Well, it is. It's a high-stakes game, and you can see that in what's happening and the way the players are playing it. And they're all committed to it. There's no doubt about that. Fair play to them. They all have that, they're up on the efforts all the time. I see the referee is talking to the number 6.
Peter Divley, is it?
Peter Divley.
Yeah, I was trying to see who's
He's now going to talk to the linesman, I think, but I don't think there's much in it. I didn't see anything any of them myself, but and Peter Divley doesn't seem to be too concerned, and the ref doesn't seem to be too concerned. So it looks like it's going ahead. The game is just going to restart.
Brian Moore got that fine point a couple of moments ago, just after the Derry Hearn injury. That is down. But it'll play on. It'll be Conor Campbell. Over towards Jacqueline. Gives it back towards Campbell again. Loves to get forward. But he's under pressure there. He'll have to come back around the house with it because he's taking a lot of steps. Gets the benefit of doubt. Maybe a stray hand coming in there. Galway just have taken the little pause off proceedings here. McLaughlin now trying to increase that tempo. O'Reilly's coming charging forward. Pass doesn't go to him. It's going to go back towards Luke O'Connell. O'Connell now. He's going to heavy hit coming in over here. Patrick Cummins was nearly lined up. He's taking a lot of step. Advantage hand is up. Again.
And he got the free, yeah. He was being pulled back by the shirt on the shoulder.
Heavy debate, but I definitely saw some contact there. He did well because initially it looked like he was going to get car crashed out of it as a body come in. He just held his run, spun around, and it will allow the Nathan Granger to take this one off. Another substitution about to take place here for Claregalway. It is number 21, Killian Callan, replacing on number 10, Brian Connolly. Granger takes the strike quickly, and no mistake. Up over the bar. Claregalway back in the lead, 1-8, 10 points. We are into the second half here. Just shy of 80 minutes of football gone. So very much game on, a game that can go either way. Farah goes short with a kick out. Good heavy hit Gunnar O'Reilly. Referee says it's down the frontal, yeah. Monivea not wasting any time. Towards O'Reilly, he gets it off nicely to Burke. Burke is coming, there's men over the far side. That's where it's going. Campbell is going out to try and cut it out. Muldowney back towards Burke again. Into traffic. He's just pretty much outnumbered and outfought there. Luke O'Connell now into traffic. Hand around the shoulder, but play on. Hand around the shoulder again and play on. Another big hit comes in, this time with Mullins. Talk about little and large. But it'll be the referee's call. You can take your pick really there on which foul you want to award that one for. Divley wants to, will be mid-weight to take the kick because there's some treatment required here first.
Conor Campbell did very well there. He dispossessed the man, just used his physicality and his strength to overturn the ball when it looked like Monivea might be surging forward once again. Nothing between them. It really is a tight battle, 1-8 to 10 points, nothing between them. And you'd have to say that in the second half, the Monivea side, they were down 2 points at half time, but they've responded very, very well. They've come back, and even though Nathan Granger and Cummins put a goal in between them. Fair play to Monivea, they've struck right back again, and it's really a delicately balanced game.
Substitute O'Connell now, straight away into the mix. Another foul maybe going. No, on we play. Out towards O'Connell. Slow. Back towards Divley. Seems to pull the strings there at centre back. Up towards Jack Glynn. Running forward. Nice little skip pass down the line. To Danny Cummins. Goes quickly in towards Granger. Granger now all the way out in the corner. Conor Fla's come out around him. As Granger still going and has found that space on the left. This will be a wonderful score, but he's dragged it. Headed towards the old dressing rooms with that ball. Monivea will be happy the way they've just seemed to, they've certainly reduced that huge pocket of space that Claregalway had in the inside line, and they've got their own attack going again.
And they're playing with a bit of confidence in this second half, you'd have to say as well, in fairness to them.
Long ball out, up, nicely won by Mullins. Doesn't waste any time, up towards O'Reilly, charging forward. Might be fouled, but on he goes. Skips a pass down the line, gets it back again, still going. Gets it back around the shoulder. Moran strikes the left. It's not good though. It's a bad one really at this stage of the game. Just over less than 10 minutes to go here in Tuam Stadium.
All to play for.
It certainly is. Claregalway with the minimum advantage, 1-8 to 10 points. They're in possession of the football at the moment. Condell back to Divley. Divley now with the right foot. Over the far side to Porry Cummins. Just pops the pass out quickly back towards Glynn and then quickly down towards Danny Cummins. We've seen him being so dangerous from these positions before. Strikes it first time. Oh, it's a wonderful effort. If he missed it, no, it tailed. I thought he'd got it. Back in his heyday, he'd have got that with his eyes closed, but it's another wide. That's two in a row for Claregalway.
He still has to raise a flag yet for them, but I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't fail to do that before this game is over.
He's certainly getting closer.
Yeah.
Monivea quickly gone short with the kick out, and it's gone back all the way back towards Farrer. I won't say he looks the most comfortable in possession, but he's edging his way forward. Punches the ball in field. Neela now under a lot of pressure. Might get the advantage. No, he's gobbled it up. Conor Flaherty reaches in. Did he touch on the ground? Either way, it's going to be a free. Imagine Granger is coming out this one. It's just inside the 45.
Now this was Glenn Kelly territory in the first half.
It was. Well, it's Granger up his sleeve. Is he going to go on the floor? It looks like he is. So the chance to extend his side lead. Conor Flaherty's given him the short option if he wants to go that one. Doesn't seem interested. And this one, if it was Ruby, they'd put the hands up in the air and put the hands directed towards the goals, because this one is going. He strikes it. It's tailing off. I think it's going to be another wide in a row. It is. Claregalway, their conversion rate was so high in the first half.
Yeah, 4 wides now in this second half, and that's not good. They had a chance there for a score, and it's a score they need because they're just a point ahead. And Monivea have been sticky and stayed with it. Any chance this might end level?
We had a draw here Friday night, Kevin. Carlastrand and Milltown in this group. It's the only draw, I believe, so far in all the senior football championship games. Oh, that's a sloppy one. Bodies come in, and it's been recycled. Now Riley has room in front of him. Saw him burst his way through in the first half. Comes back around towards Granger. Good defending, though. Hold him up. Still in a dangerous position. Down the line here. O'Callaghan gets it back. Luke O'Connell infield to Conor Flaherty. He's going to go for the bomb. It's certainly got the height. It's going to hang. Farrer's going to have to come out. He gets 2 fists on it. He's going to have to scamper now to try and stop the 45. Does he do enough? He does. Gets it down the line to Muldowney. Quickly there to Flaherty. Moving with a lot more pace now, but it's intercepted by Conor Flaherty. And then O'Callaghan gets his hand on it, but it might still break from Muldowney. And now it'll break from Moran. And he's from room as he crosses the 45. Goes infield towards McDade. Breaking down on goal. Steaming forward. Back it comes. The shot comes in. Has it enough? It has enough. Lee Kenny over the bar. We're level again. And in comes very experienced player as well, Paul Flaherty. You'll recognise what's the score. He's out there, and I think he is going to go straight in around the edge of the square. He's telling Lee Kenny to get out of the way. And this game has come to life. We're level pegging here. 1-8 to 11 points. It's Philip Muldowney that'll be taking off for Flaherty. 5 minutes to go here. And try and call a winner, Kevin.
Yeah, I just mentioned it a few minutes ago about, it finishing up even Stephen, and it has that smell of it. But you'd have to say that Monivea Abbey Knockmoy in the second half have been far more energetic and far more positive about what they're doing. They're moving the ball much, much quicker and moving it forward in the same way that Claregalway were doing it in the first half. And it's paying off for them. They're not leading yet, but, they have control of the ball at the moment. Oh, it's sloppy.
Sloppy one. O'Callaghan is able to intercept it. Now Riley, half stopped, but on he goes. He's taking a lot of steps. Ends up on the floor. It'll be a free. I think he's trying to gain an extra couple of yards from it, because if it's from the spot of the foul, it should be a little bit further back, I would have felt. I think either way, Granger is going to make it till about the 45. Dead central. One went askew a couple of moments ago. I was just surprised in that one a couple of moments ago there as well in the last attack from Monivea Abbey. It was Dara Burke that caught it. He won a free in the 45, but they decided to go short with it. I thought they might have go long and let Kelly have a strike. Claregalway gone short themselves this time. O'Flaherty back to O'Callaghan. Infield again towards Granger. Pretty much back where he got the free. Started off Riley now. Back to O'Callaghan. O'Callaghan now pushing forward. But not the amount of room that they've got in the first half, so he's going to have to run with it. Jersey's tugged, but play on. Referee didn't see him. Danny Cummins now around the shoulder, strikes it. This one looks better. You said he hadn't scored, Kevin.
This time I said he would score before the game is over.
Save the best wine to last and all that one. A glorious strike, because that move was going nowhere really. Claregalway back in the lead, 1-9 to 11 points. 1 point advantage. With not a lot of football left, about 4 minutes or so. We'll have a considerable amount of injury time, you would feel as well, for that Ahern injury. Held things up for a couple of moments anyways. Still a lot of football to be played. Garvey now looking for an instant response from his side. It's a long ball. The first into Flaherty comes off his shins, bobbles up. Claregalway will recycle. It's Campbell with the ball. Gets a good pass down the line to Callan. Encouraged to run down the line where there's a pocket of space. Man on his shoulder. That's Luke Connell. O'Connor now infield. It's opening up. Doesn't seem like interest in the shot. Goes across to Cummins. He's off the mark a minute ago. Will he be off it again? It's awfully quickly done now. Riley now strikes with the right. Has he got it? He has got it. Good score. 2 in a row quickly from Claregalway. Just pushed out that lead. 110 to 11 points. Brilliant move. Brilliant score, Kevin.
Brilliant score, and the way they handled the ball there and moved it so quickly, and they then changed the point of attack, and that made all the difference.
Bit of a nudge there on Mullins as he went for that one. Pretty obvious here in front of us. Mullins not wasting any time though. Goes down the line to Lee Kenny. Back towards McDade, but he's surrounded by 2, but manages to find room and is driving down towards the goal. Pops the pass in field. Where is it going to go? Big hit flicked on. Will it break here? It's good save by the keeper. Long did well. He was very brave. Where's it going to go? It's picked over there by Lee Kenny. He's put it in his backside. It'll be a free in. Chance to reduce the rears. Monivea just will not go away.
Yeah, great save from Long. Glenn Kelly was in at the end of that one, and he was going to stick it in the back of the net. I'm sure he could see that net bulging, but fair play to the keeper, Kyle Long. He really came out and threw himself at the ball, managed to poke it away with his feet. Luke O'Connor is down here getting a bit of treatment, so there'll be a little bit more of a delay here. But there's nothing between the sides. What a great game of football. It's highly entertaining what's going on out here. Both sides very, very committed. Moving the ball fast with speed, with pace, trying to find, the weaknesses on the other side. And in fairness to Claregalway, having a player like Danny Cummins to come in had been a big fill-up for them. He's got a score that's important for them.
Kelly, this time from the hands. But he's dragged it. The big one gone astray. It felt like they needed that. He's shot the lights out from further out. That was the first one a little bit closer.
Yeah, it's a tight angle, very, very tight angle.
Long now, under a lot of pressure. Monivea Abbey have pushed up.
The referee's held it up though.
He's going to tell us how much time he wants added. It'll be certainly one that will be met with curious eyes. We're in the 29th minute, so whatever additional time will be added. 6 minutes to be added. A lot of football yet. Claregalway still leading by 110 to 11 points. Up come the bodies up the middle. It bounces off a couple of different bodies, but Riley, how many of those has he won today? And he's charging forward. Pops it cleverly infield. On he comes again. Pádraig Cummins goes for the shot. Will it come in? It won't. Disappointing effort in the end.
Yeah, great move again. Won the ball well at the middle of the field. Riley has some great pace. He showed that in the first half when he was running through and he had a shot that went hit the post, and it should have been a goal. And he's shown that pace here, really, top class pace. Cummins is already hitting a point for them. You'd have put your house that he put that one over. Maybe he rushed it a little bit. Might have needed to take, steady himself up, get a bit more balance and where he was with the ball and put it over the bar. But, absolutely a chance for Claregalway, and one that they hopefully won't be ruined at the end of this game.
6 minutes were indicated, but I think we'll have a bit more at it. Another Monivea player down getting treatment. I see Owen Blade has been ready to get introduced, should he be required. And on he goes. So another bit of a reshuffle here required. Claregalway substitution getting ready as well. Larker Malloy is stripped and ready to go. Paperwork starting to get issued here in front of us as well. Just a bit of a lull before we go into the final swing of the game. And it's Dara Burke that was down that time. He looks like he's able to continue. So it's number 13, Pádraig Cummins. So that effort a couple of moments ago that went wide.
I wouldn't think that's why he got the
no,
card.
not at all, no. He's replaced by number 19, Larka Malloy. And then the substitution does take place here. And Dara Burke will be the one to make way for Owen Blade. So substitution apiece as we get into the business end of this game. And Claregalway hold on to their 2-point advantage. They've brought everyone back in front of us. This allows a run from Abbey. Paul Faraday, a little bit deeper this time. He had initially positioned on the edge of the square. On we go again. Up comes Mulroy. Off the shoulder. This is increased pace. Back to Mulroy again. His options in field. Back towards Faraday. He has to backpedal. Well, picks it up. Now everyone's pinned in front of him. Lofts in the ball in towards the edge of the square. It's hanging. There's an almighty scramble. Trevor Mullins ends up on the floor. They're not happy with that. Long gets it down to Malloy, the substitute. Quickly in possession of the football. Punches, that's not a great ball. Conor Faraday does well. Good strength. It's a scramble. It's just been overturned, and it's an Abbey ball. Heavily debated. And on we go. Blade straight away. It's a bit of a strange hand pass, but he gets it out there. Claregalway retrieved as Abbey come forward. Mulroy again, infield. Sean King now, quickly off the shoulder. Everyone's forward. McDade now looking to charge. Pops a pass down the line here. Garvey will have to reach for it. He'll have to come back again. It's almost like a bit of game of basketball here. Everyone pinned in. Around the corner we go. The shot comes in. Moran's shot. It's good. It's very good. It's over the bar.
Score.
1 point ball game. 110 to 12 points. Clock still ticks. 33 minutes gone. 3 officially more to be played. Imagine there'll be a bit more from the last stoppage as well. Long bombs it out this side. Conor Flaherty is up. He wins at the second occasion, but tugs him down. Second decision in a row that he isn't happy with. Blade takes it a little bit forward, and on it goes to McDade. McDade now just puts on the burners and is tearing down on goal. On he goes. He's fouled, surely. No free given. On he goes. Long picks up the football. Decisions both sides heavily debated. Conor Flaherty possession of the football here. He doesn't have a lot of room, so he has to go back around. Kilgannon, they're playing keep ball. 1 point advantage.
Yeah, Matthew Kilgannon did very well there. He knew what was needed to be done. Get the ball and hold on to it.
And they come on the right hand side. Down the line towards Danny Cummins. He's open country in front of him. He's Granger inside. 2 runners over the left side should he want them. I think he's just playing keep ball. He is. Back towards Granger.
Yeah, that's all they need to do. Just hold on to the ball now and just keep it going around. Wait for the opportunity if it comes for a score, but make sure you just don't kick the ball away and don't give it away. They have the advantage, and the clock is against Monivea Abbey, not Moy.
They go long this time into the corner for Cummins. That's going to be tight. He gets it though. Riley's going around the left shoulder. Cummins comes in field though. Back he comes to Kilgallen again. Back to Conor Flaherty, playing a little bit deeper. Again, into the tackle. That's strong play. Quickly across the country to Divley. Divley now long. Down the corner to Malloy. Malloy will pick it up with space. Monivea have pushed people forward. So a bit more space starting to develop. He runs in field. Just trying to get it free. It fields. Spins around, loses the ball. No free given. Good work by Monivea Abbey. And on they go again. What have they up the sleeve? They desperately need an equaliser at the least, you feel. On the charge here with Lee Kenny. Still going. Has Moran on his shoulder. Falls, gets it back to Moran. Moran goes forward again. Bit of a bounce pass on the left. Cuts back on the left again. Will he get the shot? He gets the shot in. Has it enough? No, it hasn't. Long catches it. Another effort. They can't waste too many more of those, you feel. O'Connor now. Up here to McLaughlin.
Oh, it's really tense now, isn't it?
You can certainly feel it. It's overturned now. They win back the loose ball. Was a touch on the ground. Swarmed around him. Get the free out in as well.
He was pulled back. There was no doubt about that. He was pulled back. That was definitely a free.
Every single decision.
I tell you something. I'm not involved with either of these teams. And my palms are sweating. It really is tense. Both sides giving it everything.
20 seconds to go. Plus a bit more, you feel. Because there's going to be another stoppage.
Another delay here now because of a player down inside. I think Conor Campbell is down inside.
Both sides. There's an Abbey player down getting cramped up as well.
Just there was claims there for a penalty earlier on between Trevor Mullins and Conor Campbell. And it was about being pulled to the ground. But Campbell made this sign afterwards that his hand was being held. And I thought that's true. You know, the referee didn't make a mistake with the call.
You're not going back to John Daly territory here in the All-Ireland final.
He's going to have a chat now with Trevor Mullins about what's going on in there between them.
Red card.
Red card for Trevor Mullins. Yeah, wow. That's a blow now for Monivea Abbey, not why, because
that is disaster because he's such an aerial presence.
The next day, of course, he won't be available.
He holds his head in his hands. Didn't see what happened off the ball there. But either way, he's gone. And it's a big scramble here now. An uphill battle for Monivea. They're going to try and chase down a 1-point deficit. But with a man less and a big player missing the next day out.
Steps.
A few steps so they get the ball back. And you almost say this is almost it. To get this ball moving quickly. That they do.
Yeah, this is last chance saloon, I'd say.
We're almost hitting the 7th minute. So we're into extra time. Claregalway have done well and they've overturned it, and I think this should be it, barring an absolute disaster. More players cramping up. This time it's Luke O'Connell. He's had a fine game. So many on both sides actually have. Thoroughly enjoyable game. Really sums up Group C here in this championship. It's just so tight. So competitive. So little between the teams. Divley ran into trouble, but Callan came around and helped him out quickly. He's running backwards. Back to Kilcannon. Push up. Back to his goalkeeper, Long. Takes a dummy solo. Chips the ball out this side. Callan has found a back of space. He's done well since he's been introduced. Blade putting a bit of pressure on. But there's room. Back to Malloy. Will he go along with it? He will. Up towards Granger. The hop is nice. He reads it well. Now this is dangerous. He's got the wrong side. He's still going down in goal. Back in country. Takes a shot. Has he got it? Yes, he has. And Shin Claregalway have just rubber stamped their victory. 111 to 12 points. Time is surely up now. No, on we go. Up towards Faraday. Gets a hand on it. Gets it the second occasion. Might have been fouled. He is.
A goal only from Monivea.
Into runs at edge of the house. They've taken it quickly. Might have been a free. No, is it been given? It has. Garvey down the floor. Again, doesn't waste any time. On they come forward now again. Driving down in goal. Is he fouled? It's a free just outside. This is Michael Meehan territory. They've taken it quickly. It almost breaks. And Glenn Kelly can't get to it because there's Claregalway hands everywhere. And surely that's it. There's a free. No, advantage hand is up. And there is the full-time whistle. An enthralling game here in Tuam Stadium. But Claregalway, they've had to do it the hard way. They were asked a lot of questions by Monivea Abbey. They put up one hell of a performance. But Claregalway stayed strong. Every facet of the game required skill, glorious football, grind, defending, turnovers, and pure raw heart. And they have won in the end by 111 to 12 points. But what a game of football.
Yeah, and what a finish for them. I have to admire Matthew Kilgannon there at the end. When that free was taken, it was a quick free taken across the goal. He was the one that was alert to it. And I thought right throughout the game, he had an outstanding game for them, the number 4. You know, he worked really hard in defence. And when they were under a bit of pressure at the end there, he won a ball and he turned around and he had the sense and the knowledge to know what he needed to do was slow it down and hold possession. And he played it back towards the goalie, and that gave them a little bit of breathing space so that they could, you know, work off the clock. You have to say Monivea threw everything they could at this game, everything they could. And they really were, you know, for a long period there in the second half, they were doing really well and dominating it. Glenn Kelly was superb for them with the free taken, but they just didn't have enough up in the forward line. Whereas from the other point of view, from the other side of it, you'd have to say Claregalway, they had the advantage in that they had the extra players all the time. And not only had the extra players, they had the quality in the forward line, in particular from the likes of Nathan Granger, Jason Riley, Pádraig Cummins. And then they had Danny Cummins to come in, which was a big fill-up for them when Derry Ahern went off injured. And that was really the difference between the sides. It was the fact that Claregalway had just that little bit extra all the time. And even though Monivea put everything they could, heart and soul, into the game, they just couldn't do enough to get their noses in front and to say to Claregalway, doubt yourselves now. And that never happened. Claregalway, I always believed, kept working and kept trying and had the advantages.
And that's Claregalway on 4 points. They'll join alongside St. Michael's. We'll get to the full group tables a little bit later on, but they have done enough here. You might see on the corner of your eye, they didn't waste a second less than they needed. The second the full-time whistle went there from Gerard Anthony Lohan, Montpellier Mylach just swarmed out the fun panel. They're starting their warm-up here out on the pitch here in Tuam Stadium, where they will face John O'Mahony, Salthill, Knocknacarra at 5:30. We'll be back for coverage of that very, very shortly. But for here, we'll leave you with some full-time highlights where Claregalway have defeated Monivea Abbey by 111 to 12 points. Join us very shortly for that second round clash of Montpellier Mylach and Salthill Knocknacarra.